Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EdgeMasterGaming, and today we're going to be trying to answer that question that's been in the back of everyone's mind since the new Project Lazarus Gamepass came out, and that's which one is actually better, because truthfully I just don't know. So what the plan is that I'm going to go ahead and compare like-for-like categories on both Game Passes. For instance, they both carry a submachine gun and they both have an assault rifle. However, the last gun in both of the Game Passes are different. One is an MSSR, which is a sniper rifle, and the other one is an RPK, which is a light machine gun. Now, because of this, I'm going to go ahead and knock this category out first, just so we can get it out of the way. But before we get started, guys, I just want to say thank you if you're a new viewer to this channel. If you find any of the information in this video helpful, or if you simply like Project Lazarus, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button below. And if you're a returning viewer to my channel, thank you so much for supporting me over the past couple years. I truly appreciate it. And for more information on this video as well as EdgeMasterGaming, check out the description box below. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. As I mentioned in the intro, let's go ahead and start off with the MSSR sniper rifle versus the RPK-74 light machine gun. What we know is that the MSSR has a slow to average aim time, quick reload time, slight kick with the recoil. Without packing, it can one-shot up to round 15, and with packing, it can one-shot up to round 27. When running, there is some very noticeable hindered movement speed with this gun. Also, this gun carries a maximum of 300 rounds, where 30 is in the magazine and 270 are in reserves. This gun has a good fire rate, and it's even better after you pack the weapon, where you can get the Despair module, where it permanently gains 10% fire rate for every 10 kills. Alright, moving on to the RPK-74 light machine gun. It has slow to average aim time, quick reload. Without packing, it can one-shot up to round 10. With packing, it can one-shot up to round 20. It does have slightly hindered movement speed. I mean, it's noticeable, but not as much as the MSSR. The fire rate on this gun is pretty decent. It's fully automatic. Now, the maximum amount of ammo that this gun can carry is 900, where 75 is in the magazine and 825 is in reserves. Perhaps the most important thing about this gun, however, is the kill tally module, where the kills grant stacks that increase damage by 10% until storing or reloading. It stacks up to 10 times. So guys, what do you think? Which one am I going to choose? The MSSR sniper rifle or the RPK-74 light machine gun? So the gun that I've chosen to win in this category is the MSSR. And the reason why is, for the RPK, I really don't like the fact that it's not as powerful. Of course, it's a light machine gun and I get that. It only one-shots up to round 20. But the aspect of this gun that really killed it for me has to be the kill tally module, no pun intended. I mean, it's great and all that you can increase the damage by 10% and it stacks up to 10 times, but the problem comes in when you either put away the gun or you reload the weapon. That is really annoying to me because it resets the damage counter. So all of that on top of the fact that the MSSR can one-shot up to round 27 and it has an infinitely better fire rate than pretty much any other gun in the game. The only thing that the RPK has over the MSSR, in my opinion, is the amount of ammo that the gun stores. Next up is the R0635 and the AKS-74U submachine guns. What we know about the R0635 is that it has quick aim, quick reload. Without packing, it can one-shot up to round 9, and with packing, it can one-shot up to round 20. Recoil on this gun isn't really that great, so I prefer to use short bursts. Also, the maximum amount of ammo that you can get on this gun is 400, where 40 is in the magazine and 360 is in reserves. And it comes with a kill clip module, where the kills increase damage by 10% for 5 seconds up to 150% damage. What we know about the AKS-74U is that it's very similar to the R0635, especially when it comes to quick aim, quick reload, and the recoil. Where it differs slightly is without packing, you can one-shot up to round 10, and with pack, you can one-shot up to round 21. The ammo amount is up to 420 max, where 30 is the mag size and 390 is the reserve amount. It has an anarchy module where the kills grant stacks that increase damage by 10% and the fire rate by 5% for 3.5 seconds. This stacks up to 5 times. So guys, based off of this information, which one do you think I'm going to choose? Is it going to be the R0635 or the AKS-74U? Well guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this a tie because these guns are very similar in performance. The differences are so subtle that it's almost not worth noting. But for instance, the R0635 has a faster fire rate than the AKS does overall. But because the AKS has the anarchy module, you can increase the fire rate by 5%, which stacks up to 5 times. This only lasts for 3.5 seconds, but it kind of balances everything out between the two guns. Also, the AKS actually edges out the R0635 when it comes to damage output by a very slim margin. As I mentioned before, the AK can one-shot up to round 21 versus the R0635, which can one-shot up to round 20, which just furthers my argument as to why I think these guns should be a tie. And for our last and final weapons that would be pitting against each other, it's the M4 SOPMod 2 versus the AK-12. What we know about the M4 is that it has average aim and reload time. It can one-shot without packing up to round 11, and with packing it can one-shot up to round 17. The total amount of ammo that you can have in this gun is 400, where 40 is in the magazine and 360 is in the reserves. This gun carries a moving target module where there's faster aim down sights and movement while aiming. Moving on to the AK, we know that it has average reload and aim time. When unpacked, it can one-shot up to round 12, and when packed, it can one-shot up to round 25. Also, you can tell while moving around with this weapon that the movement speed has been hindered a little bit. Also, the maximum ammo that you can have in this gun is 405 rounds, which is 45 in the magazine and 360 in reserves. It carries the Cold Heart module where kills grant stacks that increase damage by 5% up to 200% total damage. The stacks reset upon taking damage. So guys, between these two guns, which one do you think I'm going to choose? Is it going to be the M4 SOPMod 2 or is it going to be the AK-12? Well guys, the gun that I have chosen as the clear winner out of this is the AK-12. The M4 is a cool gun. It has some cool features like the laser scope as well as the moving target module. However, I just don't think that it compares to the AK-12. The overall damage that this gun shells out is pretty good. I mean, the fact that you can go up to 200% total damage with the Cold Heart module is really nice. The only drawback, of course, is that the stacks reset if you take any damage. But you can sidestep that if you just switch guns right before you get hit, so not really an issue. Well guys, that's going to do it for this video. So it looks like the Game Pass of choice just really comes down to whether you like snipers or assault rifles. How did you guys vote? Do you think that the M16 or the AK Game Pass was better? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.